And baby, you can't say nothing to me by Ashley Gonzalez, because remember, y'all said they could say it. Remember? It's black and brown unity. Right. And she unified both words, the E-R and the A. She said them both together. They can hold hands. And she said it how she been saying it. At home, in the office, at the table with her abuela. She said it how she been saying it. Right. The unity. U-N-I-T-Y. Because y'all be letting shit slide. See, me, I don't let nothing slide. This ain't no ice skating rink. But y'all be easy out there. And remember, it's just words when it's us. But when it's other people, I'm going to see if you can sit at the table with their mom and say a few choice words. I'll write something down for you. I bet you can't say them. I bet you can't. Because it's just words when it's us. But when it's everybody else, words matter. Right. I'm just saying. Hey, y'all be easy out there, okay?
Do you know how great it was to say that racial slur out loud? I thought I was back in the Marine Corps. A Houston police officer has been relieved of her duty. Oh yeah, this was a female police officer that went on this racial episode. Okay, she had a racial episode saying all kind of stuff. She has now been relieved of her duty. Her name is Ashley Gonzalez. She joined the force in 2024. Now, I get a lot of hate on here for sticking up for police officers, okay? But I'm going to tell you this. When bad police officers do something, I call them out. Republican or not, conservative or not, we don't need police officers like her. Now, she's relieved of her duty pending an investigation and all that. Okay, so it's alleged, okay? But we don't need police officers like this. That only gives good police officers bad names, and it makes things worse for every other police officer. So I will call them out every single time. What do you guys think in the comments?
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good day. Unfortunately, hopefully the Houston Police Department sees this. There should be no investigation. There should be no administrative leave. There should be none of that. There's nothing to investigate. She violated policy and procedures of that police department. She needs to be looked into. She needs to be sought after. She needs to have her body cam reviewed, reports reviewed, who she worked with reviewed. Official oppression. Let her get a 911 call and let it be a black person. She's gonna take them to jail. Are you serious? This is ridiculous. She'd be lucky to land a job at McDonald's.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Cherry React. Right now in the United States, a situation is unfolding involving a police officer from Houston that's getting a lot of attention online. The Houston Police Department has reportedly relieved Officer Ashley Gonzalez of duty after social media posts surfaced, one that allegedly included racial languages. Now, as the videos spread across the internet, many Black Americans are reacting strongly, and this conversation is quickly becoming bigger than just one officer.
That girl said the N-word so many times in that video. So many times. The E-R at the end. That is hatred. That is hatred. And thank you to the one that exposed the video that's in her close friends. Exposed her. Now she's unemployed. Thank you. Thank you. Because what? And have the audacity to say, it's the reason why you guys were slaves. What? Like, it's shocking. It's so shocking. That girl hates us so much. That is hatred from the roots. That's hatred from generation. That's genetics. That's genetic. That's from granddaddy, ancestors. That's from the ancestors. That girl, oh my God. That video was crazy. Unemployed.
Last thing I'll say. Y'all notice ain't no Mexican or Latino people ain't posted a goddamn thing about what that heifer did. Clock that. Show me one. Show me one that has posted anything saying they're against what she said or did. The times are coming, baby.
Seeing that Ashley Gonzalez video while like actively having a home in Mexico it's hitting. I'm feeling things. And you know what's so funny? Because like Black people specifically, members of my own family have been like, why are you living in Mexico? Like, Mexicans are hella fucking racist. And I'm like, well, first of all, I've grown up in New York and New Jersey. My exposure to Mexicans has been like practically like zero, close to zero. I've grown up with Puerto Ricans and Dominicans primarily, along with, you know, different type of Central Europeans, Honduran, Panamanian, but the experience that I know of Hispanics has been one that is mainly Caribbean. So I don't know nothing about that shit, but like seeing that shit, I mean, and the first time I ever went to Mexico, I actually stayed in Pilsen, which is a very Mexican neighborhood. And I met this Black girl, and I remember her being like from Chicago, Black American girl from Chicago. She was real cool. We spent like the entire night together. We met at the K Tronada show in Chicago. And I remember I was like, bitch, let's go get something to eat. Like, la. We ended up at a taco spot because it was hella late. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning or some shit. And I remember her being like visibly uncomfortable. Okay, I'm starting to get it. If this is what y'all dealing with, if this is how it is, okay, I get it now. I get it now.
I didn't need to see that Houston police officer Ashley Gonzalez racial rant to know that racism is alive today. To be honest, there's probably a lot of police officers that feel the same way, as well as a lot of Hispanics that feel the same way about Black people. They feel the same way Ashley Gonzalez feels. They just ain't record themselves. But the shocking thing about it is Ashley Gonzalez was relieved of her job. And nobody started a GoFundMe like they did for that Caucasian lady at Starbucks. That's racist.
So just got word that HPD did indeed terminate Ashley Gonzalez, the officer who made all the disparaging remarks on her Instagram video. And I'm a bit surprised that it happened so fast, but something like this, you know, you get a lot of media attention and a lot of community uproar, and they're going to fast track it, and that's what they did with her. So I thought she would be able to keep her job. So in that regard, I'm surprised that she's terminated, but at the same time, I'm not surprised that she got terminated. So hopefully she's able to learn from this and move forward. Hopefully somebody will give her a second chance, because I think we've all screwed up. We've all said things that we didn't mean in the heat of the moment, maybe venting to a friend or whatever. And we all should be allowed to redeem ourselves and get that second chance. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Girl, you must have forgot where you worked when you went online and said all this.
I hate, like, I hate y'all. Like, you, like, I don't, oh, we were slaves this entire, I don't give a like, bro, reason you guys were.
And I bet your ass didn't think the Houston Police Department was going to see that, did you? You have or have not seen this video already. This is allegedly Ashley Gonzalez of the Houston Police Department. An incident occurred. She went online and started ranting. These would have been social media friends. One of them recorded it, sent it to the news. And kudos to you, low-key, because she works with the public. So when you go on a full racist rant, and I'm not even going to say allegedly, because the shit's right there. Why would you think that's okay to hit record and post that online? The Houston Police Department came out and said that she has been relieved of duty while there's an investigation. But not only did you say all that, you expressed that you also use that language at work.
And I was like, come here, you. And oh my God, like, I felt like the world just stopped. Like, it was just peace.
And how you were going to take those feelings with you the next day to take it out on the next Black person. The reality is, when you choose a job like that, your words carry weight, even when you're off the clock.
We told you earlier this week about a video that showed a woman using racial slurs to describe Black people. At one point, she's heard making threats about abusing her power to arrest people because of the color of their skin. Houston police originally said that Gonzalez had been relieved of duty pending an investigation by Internal Affairs. But some of our viewers wanted to know why she wasn't fired. HPD released this statement within the last hour. Chief Noe Diaz says the behavior by Gonzalez was, quote, abhorrent, disgusting, and entirely unacceptable. unacceptable with no place in law enforcement or our community. According to HPD, Gonzalez had been with the force since January of 2024.
I think the majority of people can agree that what Ashley Gonzalez said was extremely racist and is extremely wrong. And that type of rhetoric has no place in modern Western society, especially a society like the United States where everybody is a melting pot of different races. And it's wrong, even more wrong, because Ashley Gonzalez is a police officer. Well, as of right now, she's a police officer pending an investigation into the incident. Now, that's not the problem. The problem that I'm seeing is the way people who are responding to that incident. People are blaming Ashley Gonzalez while blaming the Latino community and labeling Hispanics, Latinos as racist individuals. That my whole group of people are racist and that Ashley Gonzalez is a representation of that racism within our community. That is completely false whatsoever, because you cannot pinpoint racism to one ethnic group. Racism is a human problem. And you can, if you want to go with that logic, you can pinpoint racism in any race, any ethnic group. White people can be racist. Asians can be racist. Black people can be racist. Hispanics can be racist. Russians can be racist. So on and so on. You get my point, right? Everybody has the potential to express racism. So the response to that is very ignorant and narrow-minded. You cannot blame an entire community because of the choices of one individual made. What Ashley Gonzalez did was her own fault. It was could have been her, whatever. It's her own individual fault that she said that. We all grew up in the Hispanic community. We've all heard racist things, but it's up to the individual on how they want to take it. That could be, what I just said right now can be applied to different ethnic groups too. I'm sure everybody out there has heard a lot of racist things coming from their grandparents or whatever, not just Latinos, white people, etc. So the way you combat racism is not through more racism. The way you combat racism is attacking the individual who said the racist comment. That's how you combat racism. I mean, and you can't live off of stereotypes. Human nature is very complicated. Just because I voted for Trump and I vote Republican does not mean I'm not proud to be Latino. That does not mean I'm proud of my heritage. I look at policies. I look at economic policies. I look at what's going to benefit me, my community, and my family. But I think the response to Ashley Gonzalez is more of a liberal, Democrat, leftist type of way of thinking. And that to me is why people should not vote Democrat. You should lean more towards conservative beliefs. You should lean more towards logic. And I think the world would be a better place. So if you like this video, help me to like, share. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook. I'm on Twitter too, Ghost of Galvez. I want to do something. I want to speak my mind on these matters, because I think the more people participate in educating people on how to think, I think the better society we will have. God bless America.
Hey guys, Megan Rainey here with KHOU 11 News, and we have breaking news. We just learned minutes ago, Houston police announced they did fire Ashley Gonzalez. She's now a former officer. If you recall, Gonzalez was caught going on a racist rant on social media. That video was shared by thousands, and once police got wind of it, they actually relieved her of duty and they started their internal investigation. And they said on social media, After discovering the incident, Ashley Gonzalez was immediately relieved of duty in compliance with state civil service laws. An investigation was conducted as fast as legally possible. So there was some concern from the community. Why isn't she fired immediately? Essentially, police are saying that they did it as fast as they could. The chief, of course, did meet with her this afternoon, and our sources were telling us that she was going to be terminated. This just confirms that. The chief even said in this statement that he's deeply disturbed and that she has no place in law enforcement or in our community, or that behavior has no place in law enforcement or in our community.
So here's what we know so far. According to the report, the officer is under investigation after a video or post connected to her started circulating online. The claims are that the content included racially offensive language related to an incident. Now in the USA, policing and race is already a very sensitive topic. So when something like this comes out, people don't just see it as one person's mistake. They connect it to a larger history and experience. That's why we're seeing many Black Americans reacting emotionally in these videos. Some are angry, some are disappointed, and others are saying this reflects deeper issues within the system. At the same time, there are also people saying, let the investigation happen first before jumping to a conclusion. So now it becomes a question of accountability. If the allegations are true, what does just look like? And if they are not, what does fairness look like for the officer involved? This is where this conversation gets divided.
I personally want to thank the ex-Houston police officer, Ashley Gonzalez. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I want to thank you for your racist rant that I know you did not intend to be leaked, but thank you for doing that. People get upset when people go on racist rants or find out somebody is bigoted or something. I personally would much rather know what kind of person I'm dealing with. If you have a prejudice against a group of people based on whatever, whether it's skin color, religion, let me know now so that I can know where I stand. Because the last thing I want is to be in a situation where I am in need of help. I call the police. You come, you are called to protect and serve. You take one look at me, you see my black skin, and you've already decided that you hate me and that you want to make my life harder. Thank you for letting us know, letting the world know. And I honestly wish that people who have any type of prejudice, I wish it could be tatted on their chest so that the world can then navigate how to handle that person. There's too many closet bigots and racists that do what they do, and they can cause the damage that they cause because the people that they're around have no idea who they're dealing with. And there's so much of that in this country. And I know it's unrealistic, but it's like a sigh of relief when somebody's exposed like that. Because it's like, well, now we know. To me, it's like sundown towns, you know? Thank you for letting me know where the sundown towns are. Let me know where I don't need to be when the sun goes down. Tell me now. I don't want to be surprised. So whatever comes her way, let it come her way. But I really wish that more of that exposure happens, because it is a lot more common than we realize. And not just against Black people, but there are so many people with prejudices and hidden agendas. You know, the role of a police officer is such an important thing in our society. And I personally believe it attracts two extremes of a personality. There are the good people that join the force because they want to make their communities better, and they want to do what they can to leave an impact. And maybe, you know, there was an officer when they were growing up that left a good whatever. And then there are those people that like weren't picked for the football team and they've got a chip on their shoulder, or somebody didn't ask them to the prom, and so now they have a little authority. And now anytime they are triggered by somebody or some situation, they got to flex their muscles and let the world know that they're in charge. So once again, I want to say thank you to Ashley Gonzalez. And thanks.
The other day I posted about that racist police officer from Texas. I forgot what her name. It's like Ashley something. Well, the comments were not very happy with it. My Latino commenters were not very happy with that. And that dissatisfaction in the fact that I basically scolded my community for being racist, it proves everything that they're trying to convince us otherwise of, and that's that Latinos are racist. Now, for all of us who are like in the corner watching all this shit go down because we've actually worked on our anti-blackness and worked on being anti-racist, all Latinos are obviously not racist. That's a very big generalization. The problem is the racists in our community are the loudest out of all of us. And the ones who don't accept this behavior, we don't hold them accountable enough. And listen, I try to do my part and yell at Latinos for saying the N-word. I have called them out on my account. But me doing that is not going to do anything in the grand scheme of things. What is going to do that is if you bitch out and shame your friends, cousins, siblings, parents, cousins, aunts, uncles, whoever's saying it, call them out. Shame them. Shame is an incredible tool to get people to stop being terrible. Well, it's a very interesting manipulative tactic, but it works in this case.
This situation is still developing and the investigation is ongoing. So we don't have all the answers yet. But one thing is clear, conversations about less policing and accountability in America are not going away anytime soon. Now I want to hear from you guys. So do you think cases like this are isolated incident or part of a bigger problem? So drop your thought in the comment and let's talk about it. So if you want more videos like this, please don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, like. And this is Cherry React. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.